repository, and we are working on Django project repository. So basically we were working on a calculator app. So this was the layout of our app. So this was responsive. You can press Ctrl Shift I, or you can simply right click and click inspect. So this is the responsive nature of our app. So basically we can type anything 2 plus 3 and we are going to reset. So this, we are able to implement this functionality. The next part we are going to do, basically we are going to add instructions block as well as define a form submission URL to the page, and then we will build a backend logic with exception handling as well. Okay, so let's get started with this tutorial. So basically what we can do, so this we can define a list li class is equal to nav item. Okay, then same way a anchor tag which is represented by a nav link. Good. And href is equal to hash instructions. Okay, and instructions. Yeah, good. So this works fine. So we can we can move to the page and see this. Okay, yes, we can see here instruction has come, but as soon as I click, because I have not defined the instructions ID, so what we can do, we can move to this and we can see this row which represents the about block. So I'll copy this row, Control C, and then I'll press Control V. So I'll do this as instructions. Okay, good. And I have to define an instruction ID here as well, because hash instructions. Yeah, good. So I have defined the hash instructions. So I can so we can define some instructions. So how we can define them, what we can do, we can move to Bootstrap and use list group. So in this way we can learn a new thing also. This is a list group which also has list group item in it. So here are many, you can choose any style of you. So I'll use this one. Okay, so what I can do, I'll move this HR tag, paragraph, and put this list group, and I'll move to the page. And yeah, here you can see here the instructions I've defined. So when I click on instructions, okay, so there might be some issues. Hash instructions. Okay, there is an issue. Hash. Okay, you don't need to define a hash inside, because when I was referring here, okay, let me go over. Yeah, hash instructions. When I click on this, I'll move to this because this ID is only instructions. So there was by mistake an hash instructions. So okay, I'll refresh this page. Yeah, good. Now I click on instructions, I move to this block. Okay, this is now this is working fine. So we can define some instructions here, like plus sign. We can define we can define some instructions. Plus for addition. Okay, and simply something like star for multiplication. Okay, something like and we can define this for division. Okay, and basically we're working in Python, so we might be using Python, and this is for floor division. Yeah, and we can try also like this for minus. Okay, so basically we have defined some instructions like plus for addition, minus multiplication, division, floor division. We can another define like something like this also. Parenthesis also we can define. Okay, we can define, or we can define as brackets. Okay, or we can simply type parenthesis. I think parenthesis. Okay, So basically parentheses are used to define a priority, like if you want to evaluate first that parenthesis then next. So we would move to the page and I'll refresh this page. Okay, so this looks good. Plus for addition, minus, multiplication, division, floor division, and parenthesis. Okay, so this looks fine. So what we can do for define, we can define a new URL here. So we'll try now, we'll move to some backend part. So I'll move to urls.py file. So I'll define a path is equal to submit query, okay, and views dot submit query, and I'll give this a name as equal to submit query. Okay, so I'll define some single quotes here, submit query. Okay, now this is fine. Now I'm referring to submit query in views folder, so I'll go to views. So this is throwing me an error because since I have not defined a view submit query in my views. So define submit query. Okay, and I'll take a request as a parameter, and what I can do till now I will define pass statement here. Okay, so this looks fine. And now in my HTML page, I would move to my HTML page, and what I can do, I have an action here. Yes, percent URL is equal to submit query. Yes, this looks fine. Okay, so this looks fine. Yeah, this is submit query, fine. Now I would move to my submit query block, use.submit query. Yes, okay, and I'll return what I can do. I'll take q as a parameter, and request dot get query, because I would show one thing, that inside my form I can move to the form. Yeah, yeah, here you can see that input type is equal to text form control, and here the name is query. So you should have the same name for the get parameter as well. So in my views.py file, that's why I'm type request dot query, because this refers to the same name in the form we were referring to. So what we can do, so I will return an HTTP response of q. Okay, so this should work fine. Now I'll move to the page and I'll refresh this. Okay, this is still now fine. 2 plus 3 star 5. So I should submit this. Yeah, now this is working fine. Here you can see that I went to the route as so I'll quickly give a overview of this, what I did. So here you can see that first I defined inside my navbar, I gave hash instructions and defined an instructions block. So basically you can these were instructions: plus for addition, minus, multiplication, division, floor division, parenthesis. Okay, now then I went to urls.py file, then I defined a path submit query, which calls the function views.submit query. The name is equal to submit query. Then I went to the views.py file, then I did request dot get query, and q is equal to this. Okay, so return HTTP response of q. Okay, so this is fine. What we can do also, in the same way, we can return a JSON response as well. For this you have to import JSON response, and you can do JSON response of q. So I'll make a get request. Okay, what you need to do, you need to define a JSON dictionary, and here you can define q is equal to q, and then I have to return a JSON dictionary. Yeah, here you can see now this is working as a JSON object which says q parameter and then 2 plus 3 star 5. Okay, So for a JSON response, you have to define a dictionary, because then it works like a JSON object. Okay, so in this way we can define an HTTP response as well. So yeah, now this is fine. So we can, I'll quickly do this. Yeah, this is working fine. Okay, so I'll move to the page. Okay, I'll type something else, -2, then reset button. I'll copy this. Reset button works fine. I'll paste it here and submit. Yeah, now this is working fine. So in the next video, what we can do, I would be adding exception handling and how we can evaluate this result. So evaluating the result would be very easy, as Python is very powerful in mathematical operations. So, and we would be adding try and except statement as well. If the calculation has in some error, what we can do. So exception handling will be also added. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. With this, so basically what we are going to do, we would, in this tutorial, what we are going to do, evaluation of query and adding a try except block. In this tutorial is continuation of tutorial number 20. In this we would evaluate query as well as add try except block. So we will implement evaluation, try except block, and render to front end part. So this is going to be an interesting tutorial. So let's get started with this. So basically till now we had defined a submit query route, and we were taking request.request query and queue, then we returned an HTTP response of queue. So basically what we can do, I can type any mathematical equation, that is 2 plus 3. So I would submit this and it returns me 2 plus 3. So this looks good. So we can move to the back page, home page, index page. So basically this, we are making a application. So basically about, then instructions. So we can check the responsive nature as well, Control Shift I. Okay, and this is the navbar and then instruction and this. So what we can also try, like if you scroll down the page, what you see the navbar is navbar. We cannot see the navbar on the top if we scroll down the page. Like we are on the top of the page. As soon as we scroll down the page, we don't see the navbar on the top. So this is like what you can do on the navbar class. We can move to the navbar class and type fixed top. So what would it do? Like I'll refresh this page. So like I'll refresh this page and you can see here's a navbar. Okay, and when you press Ctrl Shift I, so when you scroll down the page, you see the navbar is fixed on the top. So this is an additional utility of to your front end part. If you want to carry on with this, then it's absolutely fine. So I just showed you, like you can fix the navbar on top when you scroll down the page. So as soon as I remove this fixed top, so what I observe when I refresh this, okay, so the navbar is looking on the top, but as soon as I scroll, it disappears. So you can choose the functionality to your part if you want to use the fixed top additional utility of navbar. Okay, so now we are move to use.py file. So we would add a try except block, try if this is successful and accept. Okay, so this is fine. So what we are going to do, we are taking an answer is equal to eval. Eval is an inbuilt function in Python which takes a string as a mathematical equation, then evaluates it and returns an basically answer to that mathematical equation. Okay, so what you can do, answer is equal to eval q, then I would define my dictionary. So basically the q would remain the q, okay, and the answer would be the answer. And if this operation is successfully, if this try block gets executed, so I would say error is false. Okay, so this should work fine till now. And if what I can do, if this is true, like what I mean to say, that if this operation is successful, then I would return render request, then index.html, and then I would context is equal to my dictionary. Okay, if this is true, then till the time being, I would say pass is equal to I would try add a pass statement to the except block. because it was showing an error, because so this should work fine. Okay, now what I can do, if this is true, then this should work fine. Okay, then like I'll move to my index.html. This is a navbar. Okay, fine. Yeah, so this is the container fluid. So div class is equal to row, then div class is equal to call md6. Style would be margin auto 0. Style will be margin 0 auto. Okay, so if this, okay, what I can do, percent if error. So basically percent if error, because I'm trying to say if error means if error was true, so it would show the error. Okay, so if true, then I would do something else. If it error is false, then I mean there is no error, then I would use else part to show the result. Then I would end this end if I would end this if else equation with end if tag. Okay, this is this looks good. Okay, so percent end if error percent else. Okay, good. So what I can do, alert, I'll move to the alert and I'll copy this, and if this is an error, okay, so what I can do, I'll quickly, if error, sorry, there is an error. Yes. Or you can simply type sorry, error is fine, strong. And to do this, you would use alert warning, not alert danger. Okay, and in the else part, you need to show that if that result was successfully. So I'll copy this. Okay, and I'll use alert success. So first we are going to test our application. So we'll move to the page. I'll refresh this. Okay, so first, okay, so there is some issue here with the, okay, div class is equal to alert. Okay, div class is equal to call md6. Okay, I need to check this, like if error, yes, yes. Okay, I'll move this equation to here. Okay, there div class will call md6, yes, and here is the row, yes. Yeah, now this is absolutely working fine, and error is showing me in green color. Let me check this. Okay, yeah, okay, because this was answer. Okay, yeah, okay, okay. So let me go with this 2 plus 3. Yeah, 2 plus 3 is 5, so this looks fine. Okay, so yes, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So let me do perform some mathematical equation. 2 plus 3 star 4, 14. Okay, yeah, this is good. And let me define some equation. uh, Let me do 2 plus 3 divided by 2. Like this would evaluate to 5, then 5 divided by 2, 2.5. This should return 2.5. Yes, but if I do the same equation with floor division, that is 2. Okay, we can try some more mathematical operations, like 2 to the power 3. Yeah, this is 8. So what you can do, so like here you can add this, like double star for exponential, like you can add this double star for exponential, Okay, and in the same way you can add modulus as well. Mod. So this would like this is for the mod operation. Okay. uh, so basically mod operation is to get a you can I'll quickly perform a mod operation. Like this is 10 modulus 3, so it should give 1, I guess. Yes, this is 1, so absolutely correct. So like I would quickly explain this. Like we added exponential operator as well, so I'll quickly explain 5 double star 5, so and then minus 2. So this is 25. Okay, I'll quickly put basis here. So this is 25 minus 23. Huh? Now there might be some error. 5. Okay, I made a mistake. I'm really sorry for that. That was 5 to the power 5, if I'm not wrong. That is 5 to the power 5, then minus 2. Okay, so the 5 to the power 5 was 3125, then minus 2 return 3123. Basically what I meant was 5 square. So that was 5 to the double star 2 minus 2. That is 5 square is 25, minus 2 is 23. So basically we are tested with the application, and one thing I would show, then as soon as I type 1 divided by 0, this is an error, so it should return me an error. So it didn't return an HTTP response object. So we'll go to the views.py file. So we'll continue this. My dictionary have error is equal to true. Okay, and in the same way my dictionary of error is equal to true. So what you can do, or you can define a new dictionary here. Error is true, and I should return the same page with the context is equal to my dictionary. Yes. So I now I will go back to the page. Now 1 divided by 0. Yeah, now this works absolutely fine. That 1 divided by 0 was an error, so it threw me an error. Okay, then again there is an issue with the front end part. So let me check. If class is equal to yes, new class if error. Okay, if error, there is an error on this front end, on the front end part. So let me check. Okay, then I will show this is a div. Okay, so this div to call MD and the div to ends to row. Okay, if this error, then you display this row. Else, on the else part, what we can do, div class is equal to row. Okay, good. Then again I'll define sorry, div class is equal to call md6. Yes, now I would close this div. Okay, this is a div. Now this is a div to the call and another div to the row, and this is the container. This should not be to the container fluid. Yes, now I'll move to the page. Yeah, now this is absolutely working fine. Now on 1 divided by 0, so we'll quickly test the application. 1 divided by 0 error. Yeah, down the front end is good. I'll quickly 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Yeah, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, and this is on the left. Okay, let me check. This is a call md6. if error. Okay, okay, let me move this. Okay, let me click on inspect. I am in this call MD6 margin 0 auto. Okay, and let me change the view. uh, Edit. I'll add a laptop screen. Yeah, this is working fine. This is now, this is, I'm inside the row. Call is equal to MD6. So style is equal to margin 0 auto. Yes. Okay, 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 okay. Yes. Style is equal to margin 0 auto. So yes. Now this should work. Okay, we'll quickly 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Or we'll type 2 plus 3 is 4. 14. Yeah, good. Now 1 divided by 0. Error. So basically you need to tackle errors when the, because now we are completely done with the application. Here you can see like we get an error on evaluating on when we put 0 as an input. Let me type 1 minus 1. This should, yeah, return 0. Now absolutely fine. So let me try some random words, like something as random, and what does it show? So that shows an error as well. Okay, on random input, so basically you can put numbers, like you can quickly put numbers, then reset it. Okay, then again put numbers, then submit here, then 14, then 10, it will show error. Yeah, on random text, on random text it would also show error. So guys, we are completely done with our application. So thank you guys, thank you so much. I'll catch you up in the next lecture. So basically the error on the front end part, how I resolved it, I'll quickly, if there was an error, so I made a new row, particular row for that. Okay, so it and the call MD6 was on margin 0 auto or center, and if there is no error, so I would return the answer. And in the same way, what you can do, you can simply add q is equal to this. So basically this would return the query as well. So we can do 2 plus 3. Yes, so here it says 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So this is absolutely correct. So yeah, now this is looks application looks pretty good. So you can try out the front end part. So just try to we'll also try the responsive nature of this app as well. So I have now control shift I. Okay, so basically I'll type something 2 double star 3. Okay, so 2 double star is equal to 8. Yeah, so guys, this is absolutely fine. So thank you guys, thank you so much. I'll catch up in the next lecture. So I have added some exponential as modulus operator. You can try out some modulus operator that 10 mod 5, 10 mod 5. So this should be 0. Yes, so thank you guys, thank you so much. I'll catch up in the next lecture. So thank you so much. Hello everyone. So hello everyone, I saw an error in this application. Like when we go to the index page without any query submission, I see a equal to sign. So actually this equal to sign is basically to do to this else part. So we need to get a just a little bit different logic. So what we can do, we'll move to views.py file, and here we can do result is equal to true. Okay, yes, and I'll quickly copy this, and in this part I would do result. If the error is false, then result is should true. If error is true, then result should be false. Okay, good. Now I would move to my index.html page. So I would, if this condition with an end if, person end if, and I would give this else part as if result. Okay, so this looks good, and this would avoid our error. So I'll quickly test my application. When I move to the index page, yes, now the equal to sign has gone. Now I would query 2 plus 3 is equal to submit. Yes, 5 is good. Then 1 plus 0, then error should be there. Yeah, but when I move to the index page, so there is no equal to sign. So that was a little bit of logical error, but I have now corrected it. So thank you guys, thank you so much. Okay, so basically in this we are going to design a Django voting app. So in this app, we have a list of programming languages which the user in that we will provide real-time suggestions under the search. Like suppose any user types the letter J, then we would provide them suggestions, the programming languages starting with the letter J, such as Java or JavaScript. Or same in the, if we type P, then we would have P is like Perl programming language, Python. So in this, like C, for C stand for C and C++. So we would be providing suggestions. Like in the P, we could also define a suggestion under PHP as well. So like in this tutorial, we are going to create a voting app. We are going to start with this, and we vote for each programming language. Then we use a progress bar, that how many votes they have got, and we then would return or render a progress bar on the front end part, and we would update the vote for each language if we vote for more. Okay, so let's get started with this. So basically this is my server. So the server has started. Okay, because I so basically I would define some few changes. Like this is my settings.py file. So earlier it was template/calculator app, but now it is voting app, because we would be referring to the templates folder. So I would move to the templates folder. Yeah, this is the templates folder. So it has two folders. The one is for calculator app and another is for voting app. So we are referring to the voting app folder inside the templates. So for the earlier app, we used to refer calculator app. So you need to define a change calculator app if you're using calculator app, and then if you're using voting app, you need to define voting app. So basically what we did, we created the same HTML page. Okay, now then for calculator app, if you want to use, then we need to define template/calculator app if we are going to run the calculator app. Okay, and if you want to run the voting app, we need to define template/voting app. Okay, so this is the main change we need to define. So please take care about it, and I will define this in the repository instructions as well. Okay, and the next, okay, now we'll move to urls.py file. Okay, let me do one thing. urls.py file of Django projects. Okay, so basically when I do, okay, this is calculator app, so include calculator app.urls. So for voting app, we will do voting app include voting app.urls. This is very simple. Okay, so basically in the same way, I'll give a quick overview. For templates, we have templates folder. Let me again show you the templates folder. Yes, templates for calculator app, templates for voting app, then urls.py file for calculator app as well, and voting app as well. Okay, now we'll move to urls.py file. So basically I'm clicking on urls.py file or voting app. Okay, so this is very similar. We have done this earlier as well. So like we have like URL pattern path views.index, name is equal to index. Now if I go to views.py file, so I'll move to the views.py file of voting app. Okay, so you this is a backend logic we'll be also working on. Okay, so before this, what we can do, so this is the index. So we can what we can do, we need to generate let me do one thing, or we can do what we can do. I'll run this server. Okay, and then I'll move to voting app. Yeah, here you can see like this is Django voting app. Okay, and like I've defined few changes. I'll move to index.html file. So basically when I'm moving to index.html file, I'm moving to the voting app. Okay, so this looks fine. Okay, so I changed the title Django voting app. I'll define as Django voting app. Django voting app. Django voting app, good. About instructions, I'll move to the about and instructions. So pick your favorite language. Okay, so you need to define in this, pick your favorite language and vote. Okay, and vote. Okay, this is very simple. Then select your language and see result. This is the basic instructions. Okay, in the navbar I defined some changes. You can see like in the nav class, navbar dark and background is dark. So here you can see this navbar dark reference to this and background dark reference to this color. So here you can see the navbar has been dark in color. So to see the responsive nature, we can press Ctrl Shift I. Okay, Okay, so here you can see it's good. Okay, we have the nav bar, so it's working fine. So in the about, pick your favorite language, select your language and see results. Okay, so in this next so basically we are going to define and one thing we need to make sure that that in the form I had defined the image, like I'm referring to the static folder. Okay, let me go to the static folder. This is main.jpg. Okay, and this is main2.jpg. Okay, so so basically in main.jpg this was referring to the calculator app, and this is main2.jpg, and this is referring to this coding background structure. Okay, so basically, so like and the good part is that index.html still exists. So this is the index.html of calculator app. So this is the index.html of calculator app, and this is the all logic we had written: if error, if end result. Okay, and here you can see the navbar is equal to I can show you one thing. The navbar light and navbar background is light. That this is for the calculator app. Okay, and like in this even the image we had made also, that was main.jpg. So here I can trying to show the similarities between that. Under the same Django project we are making it two apps, and basically I wanted to show you one thing, that we are using the same template for both the apps without writing the code as much, and just making the modification necessaries we needed. Okay, so this is also good. So basically I'll just a quick hint, like if you want to use calculator app, you need to define template slash calculator app here. Okay, so very quick overview, the templates calculator app is there, and the same way templates voting app is there. Then both of them have index.html, index.html. One has a different image, one has another image, and background dark and background light for different respective nav bars what I have defined. So in order to run the respective app, what you need to do, you need to define template slash calculator app when you are going to run the calculator app, and template slash voting app when you are going to run the voting app. So let me be very clear with this, so it doesn't create an issue. Okay, so basically what I want you to do, I want you to solve to get further move on with the backend part also, because we are going to use this ready-made template which will help us in the front end time. I want you to solve one coding problem here, because this will help you to make a backend logic. So I'll type control N, like you have an array. Okay, and it has all the elements, like it can be any elements, 1 2 2 2 comma 3 comma 3 comma 3, or something like mixed numbers as well, or like 4 comma 4 comma 4. Okay, okay, it might not be necessary. It is sorted. I'll give this a 7 2 1 3 4 5 6. Okay, okay, what I can do, this is an array. Okay, I'll copy this. Okay, I'll open the page. Okay, sorry, I'll open the IDLE. Yes. Okay, so this is the array. So what I want you to do, like I want you to get the frequency of each element. Okay, so like what I want to tell you, that if I do array dot count 1, okay, so it returns 3, like 1 is 3 times. This is a 1, this is a 1, this is a 1, so 3 times 3. So like, but I want you to do like what I want you to do, like basically I want you to design a data structure in such a way, because this is very necessary, which stores the frequency of each element in, like a frequency of each element of the array it stores in itself. So you want to design a data structure. So I would give you a hint, like in this tutorial what you can do, you can define a dictionary as a data structure in which a key will be element of array. Okay, good, and the value will be frequency. Okay, so it might not be necessary that array should be sorted or unsorted. It could be anything, random numbers, sorted, unsorted. That is not the case of. And if a new element is added to the array, you should update the frequency. Okay, then update the frequency. Okay, so you need to define like when you traverse the array, or till the time you can do one thing, you can you can be like familiar with this. This is your array. You need to define a data structure, which would, I'm giving you a hint that you need to define a dictionary. Okay, dictionary. Okay, so dictionary is the data structure you are going to use. So basically key will be the element of the array and value will be the frequency. So you need to define in such a way. Okay, so you can think on this problem, because this problem is very necessary for us to think on the backend part. Okay, and till time what we have seen, like images being changed, about changed, and information. Okay, I'll update the information part here. Okay, like when I click on instructions part, I'll move to this and about. Okay, working fine. Okay, and I've changed the image as well as number. So one instruction, important instruction: in order to use a calculator app, you need to change here template slash calculator app, and template slash calculator app for calculator app, and template slash voting app for the voting app. Okay, in order to run the respective apps. Okay, so till now we are working on voting app, so we have defined template slash voting app. So I'll catch up you in the next tutorial. So we will solve this problem because it's a very good problem. This is basically related to data structures and algorithms, but it will help you out to solve this backend part. So thank you guys, I'll catch up in the next lecture. We were going to make a voting app. So basically I gave a coding problem in the end. So basically in this we are going to solve a coding problem and adding list of programming languages and batches to our front end. So we will check this out. So just let's get started with this. So basically I told you that you can work with the uh, basically I gave you a coding problem in which I told you that you can create in which I told you that you can find the frequency of each element in the array. So let's solve that problem, because I told you that's very necessary to solve the problem, because it will help you to create a backend logic. So basically let's start with this. So basically I have an array. So what you can do, I have elements in it, like let it be random elements: 56, 89, 1, 2, 7, 9, 6, 6, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 9, 9, then 5, 54, then again 56, then again 89. Let it be a wrong array because it will help you to get the logic clear. Then 7, then 1, again 2. Okay, so this is fine. So what I need to define, I need to find the, like in the key part, I told you that we will be designing a data structure such that the key would be having the element. The key should be element, and the value should be frequency of element. So basically what I mean by frequency of element, that in this you need to find the frequency of each element. Okay, so the key should be element, and value should be frequency of element present in that array. Okay, so I'll define a dictionary first. So my dictionary, so I can initialize a dictionary with this constructor. You can initialize any data structure. Let it be a list, set, str. You can define any data structure like this. So this is very helpful. So this is a dictionary, my dictionary. Okay, then I would traverse the array for element in array. Okay, if element not in my dictionary, okay, dictionary, then you would initialize that frequency of like you have found that element, and now that is not in dictionary. Then you need to initialize the first frequency, that the very first frequency you get that element. Okay, then if element not in my dictionary, then my dictionary, then the here the key would be the, I told you as earlier, the key would be element is equal to 1, else now as soon as you keep on getting the element, you need to update the frequency. My dictionary, this would be plus equal to 1. Okay, this is absolutely fine. For element and array, if element not in my dictionary, if you find the first occurrence of that element, you need to initialize the frequency with 1, else my dictionary of element plus is equal to 1. In this I would add a comment. Okay, first occurrence, initialize frequency with 1. Okay, else for every next occurrence update frequency. I hope this is very clear. For every next occurrence update frequency. Okay, so this is good. Now what you need to define, then I will define print star array. So this is a very short notation. By print star array, you can print the elements of the array space separated. Okay, and then well, I'll do one thing to have a better view. I'll print array dot sort as well, array dot sort. Okay, good, and print my dictionary. I hope there is no error, so I can run this. Okay, now this is awesome. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me do one thing. I'll check. Let me do one thing. I'll print the array again, but this time I'll do array dot sort. Okay, so what you can do, so I'll press F5. So here you can see, so I have my array here. Okay, and now, oh, sorry for the interruption. Okay, there's some issue. Yeah, now it's fine. Okay, so this was our array. So then when I sorted the array, it looked this. So like here you can see the 1 has frequency 3. So here you can see the 1 has frequency 3. Okay, good. Okay, now this is fine. 1 has frequency 3, then 2 has frequency 3 times. So let me check 2, where is it? 2 has frequency 3. Good. Let me take a very random element. So here it is 9. So let me check the frequency of 9 one time, then second time, third time, fourth time. Okay, I hope 9 is 4 times. Okay, now when I see the sorted list, because I have defined a sorted list in order that you grab easily, 9 9 9 9 9, then 9 is 4 times, so 9 is occurring 4 times. So this is fine. Okay, so this was a very good backend logic. This is the very same backend logic we are going to do when we are working on the backend part. So basically I told you that here you can take any array. Okay, and you can define the frequency, like 5 is occurring 2 times. Yes, 5 is occurring 2. Here 1 is this time 5 and 5. Let me check in sorted array. Yes, 5 is occurring 2 times. Yeah, 5 is 2 times. So this was our data structure we made, to in which the frequency is updated and we store the frequency. So like here we have, this time we have used the array of integer, next time we are using an array of programming languages. Okay, so this would help us to make a backend part for logic. So what we can do, so I have moved to my server. So we are done with the coding problem. I hope you all have got this. So basically I hope you can change any values in the array. Okay, and try this out. Okay, this will basically help you out. Okay, so good. So then again we can see any answer. Then suppose like we can look for 89, which is occurring twice. Yeah, 89, here it is twice, occurring twice, and we can see in the original array is 89 and 89. So absolutely works fine. So let's get to our server. So I'll do python manage.py run server. Yes. Okay, so I'll move to my voting app. I'll refresh this page. Okay, so what we can do, we can add batches here. So here you can see there are basically different kind of batches. So one is batch primary one. You can use any batches. So let me do this one, batch success. Okay, so I'll move to the about section, index.html. So basically, I'll close the okay, index.html earlier was for calculator app. Now this is for the voting app. So let me be very clear with this. So we can define, and here what you can do, instead of class display 4 you can paste this and go to our, yeah, here you can see this is working fine. And let me do some editing here. Let me do text is equal to margin 0 auto, yes. Okay, margin 0 auto display block, yeah, good. So here you can see the about has been I will try to make it more intuitive. So here you can I'll move to style part, and display is equal to block, okay. And I'll add some font size. Font size is equal to 2 rem. I think this should be good enough. Yes, good. Yeah, here I've added about. So here you can see, even in our app you can see about. Okay, in the same way I can use the like something very good with any badge, and any color badge I can use danger, good, okay. But what I need to do, I'll define p class is equal to, okay, select your language and see results. So basically I'll display what I can do, I'll quickly copy this instead, and yeah, good. Batch danger, okay. This just for the instructions I'm doing. This for the instruction parts. So let me go to the page. Yeah, awesome, pretty good. So this is like about instructions. So we are getting giving some more intuitive UI design to our app. So basically, and one thing you can do, one that I have created a list of programming languages. I'll give it a name as any. This is a list till now. So I've declared this list, and I'll next time what you can do, I'll define this as array. Okay, good. So this is a very long list of programming languages, and I'll render them, okay. So I'll quickly show you how you can render them. My dictionary, and this is array, sorry, array, good. And context is equal to my dictionary, good. Dictionary, yeah, spelling is right. So what I'll do, on the top of the page, just below the body, I'll print this array, okay. So I'll move to my page, desktop view, Control Shift R. Okay, let me check some. Yeah, here you can see on the top of the page, here you can see the array is there. So next time we will, so just I wanted to show you that we can render this array, and next we would be working on the suggestions, or also how we can provide real-time suggestions. So we will be either we are going to provide on the front end part or on the back end part. So we'll try to what we will figure it out how we can provide suggestion. So I'll catch up in the next lecture. Till the time, I've defined you how you can add badges to it. So thank you guys, thank you so much. In the next I will be also showing you how you can use cards as well, because I'm trying to make more intuitive UI this time. So thank you guys, thank you so much. I'll catch up in the next lecture. Now today in today's tutorial what we are going to learn, so basically we are going to adding suggestions during the search bar. Okay, in this tutorial we will add list of programming language as suggestions, a list of programming languages, okay, as suggestions to a search bar. We will implement this both statically and dynamically. So in today's tutorial we are going to first do it statically, then we'll also do it dynamically also. So I'll show you the difference why we need to do this, okay. So this is the views.py file. Make sure you get this line from django.http import json response or http response, okay. So let me define function get query. Define get query, which takes request as a parameter, request as a parameter, then queue is equal to request dot get request dot get, yes, then return http response of queue. So I have left this blank. Okay, so what you need to do, you can move to the urs.py file and define path is equal to get query, then views dot get query, and the name is equal to get query. So basically you will define get query. Okay, good. So now this is our form. Okay, so we have not defined the action. We can define the action. Percent URL get query. So this looks good. So yes, good. So yeah, now this is our form. So basically we need to define suggestions during the search. So we'll define a list. First we'll do it statically. So I'll tell you how this works, what is the function. Then we will implement this dynamically. So I'll tell you the difference of why we should what is the difference of doing it statically and dynamically. So yeah, here you can define a data list. Okay, and you can give id is equal to languages. I hope this is fine. So you can define option value is equal to python. Okay, uh, okay, you can have a option for the simplicity. I'll have a right now I'll do this way. Option value is equal to python. Then what we can do, option value is equal to python. We can do php as well. Good, right? Then we can do option value is equal to php, then option value is equal to perl. Good. Then option value is equal to perl, then option value is equal to, let me have a programming. Okay, good. Then I'll do one thing. Option value is equal to c. Good. Then in the same way I'll do c++. Okay, then you can click on format document. So you can right click on format document to get the HTML page on the right track. Okay, then so this is the option value is equal to c++. And then I'll show you one thing. Let me type one more option as well. JavaScript. Yeah, good. And one more option I'll do, that is Java. Yeah, good. So format document. Yeah, good. So basically this is the data list we have to define, but we need to track this data list to an input. So we'll define input list is equal to languages. Okay, so basically yeah, and we can define class is equal to form control. So this is a bootstrap class. Okay, and I'll refresh this page. Yeah, good. So this looks good, and we can do what we can do. Let me try this style. The style works on this. Let me do margin bottom is equal to 1 rem. Let me check if the style bottom 1 rem. Good. Yes, the style tags works on the input. Okay, so we have a list here. Let me type J here. So as soon as I type J, I get JavaScript and Java. Then I'll let the caps lock on. Let me have a caps lock. Then here this works fine. JAVA, now S. Okay, as I type JAVAS, JavaScript is there, but Java isn't there. Okay, so actually this data list works in all the ways, like a prefix, suffix, or substring match. So let me type P here. Here I have got Python, PHP, Perl programming, but you must be thinking why I've got a JavaScript. This makes a substring match. Okay, so let me type PR, I get programming, PH, PHP, PY, Python. Okay, because there was a single P in the end, so it makes a substring match. Okay, so to make this clear, what I can do, I'll show you one example. Okay, let me do with C++. Okay, let me do with this with the small c. A small c matches both the C++. Okay, JavaScript as well. Okay, so this looks good. Okay, so if the user want to select, if they don't write anything, they can simply click on this drop down arrow. They'll get all the options here. Okay, so let me give you one example. Option value is equal to Django, Python, yes. Okay, and one option I would give you, machine learning. Okay, so this is using Python as well. So I'll format the document and I'll refresh this page. So I'll type Python. So okay, you can see here the Python is in starting and here it is in the end. So it matches the substring prefix or suffix. So yeah, here you can see the Python, Django, Python, machine learning, Python. Okay, so I'll click on Python. I'll click submit. Okay, uh, I have not defined a get query, voting app get query. So okay, good. So here you need to define name is equal to languages. Okay, so I'll do Python. Yes, language is equal to Python. Then uh, I'll define languages here. So this should work. Now this should work, I hope. Yes, now it works perfectly fine. So I have returned an HTTP response. So but now here you can see we did all this statically. So we can't keep on typing this option value, option value, option value. Maybe there might be a point we have changed this list. There might be updation. So we need to change this. We'll do this dynamically in the next tutorial. So I'll catch you in the next tutorial. Thank you guys. Okay, so let's get started with the today's tutorial. So like till the previous tutorial, we made a list of languages, but that was static. But now we are going to make it dynamic. So very first thing we are going to do, we'll move to our views.py file, and here you can see I have made this array global, so that this array can be rendered at any context. So we will also do that. So first what we are trying to do, that we have an array of languages, and index functions renders the array with the name array as well. Okay, so we'll move to our index.html, and there we see that when we move to our index.html, we have an input list is equal to languages and data list id is equal to languages. So that's perfectly fine. So what we are going to do, we are going to use Jinja template. So I'll show you one thing. For each language in array, okay, then we would end this for loop, and for, okay, the what we are going to define a option value is equal to each language. Yeah, good. So I told you that we take only a single option tag. Okay, then we'll move to our views.py file, and then here we would return an HTTP response of q. Good. So let me check. uh, uh, Now we move to our page, then we type Control Shift R. Okay, we would move to the index page. Yeah, this is the index page. So yeah, here we can see that we have a list of programming languages. Good. And we take anyone. Let's suppose we take Python, and then we submit it. We get a HTTP response of Python. So that's perfectly fine. So what we can do, so this works pretty fine. So we can test for any one more language. Let me see. Okay, okay. Let me see. C++. Okay, good. So C++ also works fine. Okay, and let me do one thing. When I type P, I get PHP, Perl, Delphi. We already discussed how this search engine works. So PHP, good. So this even works. Okay. So till now we were trying to get the HTTP response, but now we can do one thing. What we can do, we can make a we can what we can do. We want to store the each count of the vote we do. So what we can do, we can make a global count, then we can render that global count dictionary. That global count is a data structure. Already we discussed that part in the coding question also as well. So I would quickly give an overview how this would work. So let me define global count. This was going to be a dictionary data structure. Okay. So what I'm trying to do, so this is very this works perfectly fine. Okay, one thing I would like to show you before I proceed, that if I press Control U, so here you can see, so the that when we used input list is equal to languages, data list ID is equal to languages. So this was the for loop we had used here. For each language in array, option value is equal to each language and for. So here you can see with the how with the help of dynamic template. Basically we used Django template. So what we used, we got a list of option values. So this is perfectly fine. So here you can see that with the help of a single for loop, we were able to generate a much more better way of generating the option values. Okay, so this way we could generate them dynamically. Okay, so what we can do now, we'll move to a views.py file. So global count is equal to dictionary. So if we'll make a if condition, if q in global count, then global count of q is equal to global count of q plus 1. Okay, else uh, if the q is already in global count, then global count of q is equal to global count of q plus 1, else for the first occurrence. Okay, so we already also discussed this in the coding question, the way we solved it first occurrence. Okay, so this is for the first occurrence, then global count of q should be initialized with 1. Good. So if it's already there, then we plus increment the value of the vote. Else, we what we do, we initialize for the first time. We initialize it for 1. Okay. So this is very good. So let me do one thing. I'll move to the index.html, and here what we can do, we can print this till now. Uh, okay, but we need to do one thing. Okay, what we need to do, for q in global count of q is equal to global count of q plus 1, else for the first occurrence, global count of q is equal to 1. Okay, so here you knew that we are working for the first occurrence, and if already exists, then increment the value. If already exists, then increment the value. Okay, and this was the first occurrence. Okay, so what we can do, we'll create a my dictionary. So array would be the array, and global count global count would be the global count. Okay, good. So then return, we're going to render this way in the same way. So I'll quickly what we are going to do, return render request index.html. So this is the index.html we are going to render, and the context is equal to my dictionary. Okay, and here now we have already rendered this global count. So I hope this should work now fine, pretty fine. So I would refresh this page. So let me do a single vote. So let me choose PHP. So here you can see the dictionary has a one count of PHP. So let me vote for PHP again. So we are going to test this. Yes, the vote count is 2. Okay, let me check any other languages. So Python is there. Yes, Python. Now PHP is 2, Python 1. So let me do another Ruby. Yes, PHP 2, Python 1, Ruby 1. So in the same way C++. Yes, good, absolutely fine. Then C. Yes, good. So here you can let me do then again PHP. So it should be 3 now. Yeah, now it's absolutely 3. Okay. So this is, but this we are I'll quick quickly give an overview of this. So for the first occurrence, we used to initialize with 1, then we would increment the value. Okay, so this works perfectly fine, but we are noticing that we are only printing the raw dictionary here, but next time we would try to add progress bar with the table, and we are going to if possible, I'll give you a very good question on this, like if we but okay, till now let's try to do we're going to put a progress bar in the next video. So I'll catch up you in the next tutorial. Thank you guys, thank you so much. On instructions. So let's get started with this tutorial. So I would open my project. So till now we had made the search bar with suggestions dynamically. Then we used to submit the option value, and then we used to store the results in the global dictionary. So this is the global dictionary we have defined here, and I can have a quick overview of this. So here you can see this is our navbar. So what we can do, I'll define a global dictionary here, global count. Yes, so here it is, global count. So when I run my project, I'll refresh this page, and let me check. So my server isn't running, so I'll start my server, python manage.py run server. I'll refresh this page. So here you can see my C language has one vote, then Perl, like PHP, yeah, it has one vote, then Python one vote. Okay, in the same way, I'll give SQL one vote, then I'll give a vote to an SQL another vote. So here it is 2 votes. So in the same way we can keep on going with the server. So this is Python. I'll submit with the, so here it is 2 votes. So this works absolutely fine. So the next part we are going to do is add tables with progress bar. So basically what we are going to cover in this tutorial, I show you here. So we are going to adding a table with progress bar. Now we are going to render the backend data to the front end with a table and a progress bar. For every language, we will add a progress bar as a measure of count of vote. So the progress bar is going to show the measure of count of vote. So the key, we'll have a table. So then the key of the dictionary would be the like the name of the language, and the value would be in terms of the progress bar. So let's get started with this. So in the nav bar, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to put a li class is equal to nav item. Okay, and here anchor class is equal to nav link and what you are going to define result. Okay, and we are going to define href tag refresh tag to the with hash result. Okay, so we'll define a result block below. So this is the about tag, and here you can see you can also add an hr tag here which was missing. Okay, now what we are going to do, this is a row. Okay, so we have to define in the same way, we have to define, and this is a call md6. Okay, so in the same way we have to define this. So what we can do, so we can do in the same way, div class is equal to row, and then div class is equal to call md. This time I would, since it is a table, so I would define call md12. And now what you can do, so we have a div of class call md12, so other things can be same. So I'll copy this and quickly paste it here, and id will be result and name will be result. So and this would be result. Okay, and okay, so what we can type here, we can type here result in terms of progress bar. Okay, so result table. So so let me check, let's first check this if this so here you can see, here we have a result table. So okay, and we'll give it a different color, and this is batch success, so we'll define batch warning. Okay, so yeah, now it absolutely works fine. And we would give a style is equal to we can give style is equal to margin top of 1 rem. So we can give a margin top of 1 rem. So yeah, now this looks perfectly fine. So basically what I wanted to show you, that result is table is going to be a big one. So we will add a responsive table. So we would also work on this, or maybe okay, we can do one thing. Let this be of 6 column, and we have to define this in the center. And if I'll copy this settings, so that would work fine. So this would give a margin top rem, and this would align in the center as well. Okay, there is some issue. Okay, uh, style. Okay, this should be in the column. Okay, sorry, this should be in the column. Then I would fit. Now this looks absolutely works fine. So what we are going to do, so first we are going to render the dictionary to the front end part. So I'll show you how you can do this. So this is a dictionary. So what we can do, I would use a for loop for key comma value in global count dot items. So basically I'm referring to both the item, that is key, and the value, and then I would end this for loop by a percent sign, and again a percent sign, and now I would end the for loop and for okay a percent sign. Then I can do, I'll do like suppose this is the key, then value, and then I would give a break. So here you can see in this way I can print the dictionary. So here you can see this is my key, dash value, then key dash value, then key dash value. So here I've got the key value pairs. So we are going to work on this. So I'll give you a first, then these are the tables. These are the tables which work in the Bootstrap. So we have a responsive table. So I'll show you. Uh, Responsive. Yeah. So here it is, responsive tables. So these are the responsive tables. So we have this class, div class is equal table responsive. Then this is table class is equal table. So this gives us a responsive table. So I'll add a table. Let me check one. We will add the simplest one. So this is the simplest table we can have. Okay, so let me check where we have to add this. So this is the result table. Okay, now what we can do, uh, okay, we can define div class is equal to row, then div class is equal to call md12. So I'm defining another grid for the table to keep it responsive. So I've copy pasted the table. Now I'll go back to my page and I'll refresh this. So here you can see I've added the table, and one class I have to add in the responsive table is this one, that is this should be above the table class is equal to table. So I'll move to the page. So this is the table class is equal to table, and I have to add div class is equal to table responsive. Table responsive. Okay, so this one is I have to add, and I have to add this div after the table tag. So I have now I'll what we can do format document. Yeah, this looks absolutely fine. So I would refresh this page. Okay, so here you can see the table is responsive when I press Ctrl Shift I. So here you can see we can scroll the table. So if a table gets big, so we can scroll the table. So here we can see the scroll bar. Okay, so I'll catch up in the next tutorial. In the next one, we would add the like these are the static rows, but next time we are going to define them dynamically. So I'll catch you in the next tutorial. So thank you guys, thank you so much. So let's get started with the tutorial. So we basically first what we are going to do. So first I'll clear this. Okay, so first I'll run my server python manage.py run server. Okay, so basically we were working on progress bar, and we were supposed to add progress bar. So in this tutorial today we are going to add a dynamic progress bar. Like till the previous tutorial we had added a responsive table. Now we are going to add a progress bar. So in this tutorial we are going to add a dynamic progress bar and see how we generate count of votes using progress bar. So this is what we are going to do in this tutorial. So let's get started with it. So basically, so I'll move to my server, I'll run my server. Okay, so to navigate to the voting app, I'll type /voting app. Okay, so here's our app. So we have a result table. So what we can do, we will make first let's add complete our table, then we will move to the progress bar quickly. So this is the table. Okay, so so we have to add a scope. So basically we have added a table, so we have to add a scope. So we shall do table header. So basically we are first going to define the table header. So this is the table header we are going to define, then we are going to define the table body. Okay, so this all is the header part, and this all is the body part. Okay, so let's get started. So we have to add a class called in the scope, then we'll make the header. Okay, so this is, so make sure this is, uh, here you can see there is a single row. So I'll quickly explain this. This is table, then header, then a row. Now we have to define the all the, so this is table, header is scope is equal to call, then id, or you can say anything, hash id number. So let it be this. Then again table head scope is equal to call, then language. Okay, language, then what we are going to define, table header scope is equal to call, then count of words. Okay, simply I'll type count here, and so now I'll refresh the page here. So here you can see I have a language, number, language, and count. So I'll press Ctrl Shift I. So here you can see it is responsive in nature. Okay, so I have a number, language, and count. Okay, so this works fine. So what we are going to do, so first, now next we are going to do is uh, add data. Okay, so we are going to add data row wise. So particularly what we are going to do, this is the table row. Okay, so first is the table data, this again a table data. So this corresponds to the first number, then language, then this is going to be progress bar. Okay, so for this, what you can do, so basically we have to add this all this dynamically. So what I'm going to do, and for, so basically I'm going to add a for loop here. So for loop percent for. Okay, so basically I'll move to my use.py file. So we are rendering a index.html using global count. Okay, so global count here is a dictionary type data structure. So basically what we have to do, for key comma value, this could be any variable name, for key comma value in global count dot items. Okay, so this would iterate in this way that first we are going to have the key, then the value in global count dot items. So this would do. Okay, and now I'll do key, then for this one value. Okay, and for this I'll say for loop dot counter. So this way I'll add for loop dot counter. So I'll refresh the page. Okay, so this works fine. So let me test this. I'll make a language PHP. So here you can see number one, language count one. Okay, so let me do Java, and I have, okay, I have some issue here. The row is not coming properly. Okay, I had to put all this inside a table row. Okay, so now this should work fine. When I refresh this page, so I hit this URL Java, so the count should become 2. Okay, yeah, now it's perfectly fine. Now I have language PHP count 1, Java count 2. Let me add Python here. Okay, so here you can see even the dictionary is updated here. I'll hit the route again. Python is 3. Here you can see 3, then 4. So here you can see here the Python is 4. So this looks good. So we'll now add the progress bar. So for the progress bar, what we need to do, okay, so we can, like, these are the progress bar. So we can I'll quickly give an overview on the progress bar. So here you can see there's a background, multiple bars, striped bars, animated, so you can use use any. So even here you can see toggle animation. Okay, so here it is moving little bit of moving stripes. Okay, here you can see this is again a class of striped colors in which you have blue, green, warning, danger. So here you can see like uh, we added the same classes on the button as well, danger, warning, info, corresponding to the colors. Okay, so let's add a progress bar here. So let's take this one. Okay, so to basically in the part of value we are going to add a progress bar. So I'll split this td table data. Now I'll paste the code here. Yeah, so now basically I'll refresh the page, but right now there is no such dynamic count, so everything is full. So I'll make it dynamic. So what you need to do, so to like so basically here you can see I have a diff class equal to progress. I'll quickly show you one thing. I'll press Ctrl U, so it would show how I rendered the code. So this was where is the table bar? Yes, here it is the table bar. So here the data is being coming dynamically. Table data is one, then language PHP, table data PHP, then progress bar, and like this is the again coming dynamically. So I would show you one thing. If I inspect element, okay, and let me show you another view, laptop. Okay, so here you can see div is equal to style is equal to can you see the difference? If I reduce the width 60%, the width has been reduced. Okay, specifically I'm referring to the where my cursor is pointer. So when I reduce to 50, it almost becomes half. Yes, it is half now. Then again, the way I'm reducing the width, the progress also reduces itself. Okay, okay, so this is good. So now what we can do, so basically what I want to tell you, that style should have the value here, value. Okay, and even here you can type value, so this should show the value in numbers at the progress bar. Okay, so let me refresh this page. So here you can see I have 1 count, 2 count, 6. Okay, so let me add few more in php. Okay, so basically now you can see 2. Okay, and now I'll repeatedly hit this url. Okay, so here you can see this has become 3. Okay, now 5, 6, then again, right, then just 7. Yeah, same, in the same way. Okay, the same goes for the python. I'll make a submission. Yeah, here you can see the python has 7 now. Okay, so now 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so this looks pretty good. So even next functionality we'll try to add that. If you now you are seeing like these are the count of words, and if there are so many languages, let me add some another, the C. So C will have 1 count of word. Okay, then again let me do python again, or java, php, C++. Okay, if you want to compare these languages, and if you want to sort them according to the count, like if you want to see among there are 10 languages, and if you want to see top 3, so how we can sort them. So I'll tell you how we can sort them. So in the next tutorial, I'll catch you in the next tutorial. So thank you guys, thank you so much. Knowledge, so let's get started with this tutorial. So basically in today's tutorial, what we are going to learn, we are going to sorting the data by count of votes. In this tutorial we are going to sort the data by values in order to see the data from highest number of votes to lowest number of votes. Okay, basically we are going to see we are going to sort the data by values in order to see data from highest number of votes to lowest number of votes. So basically we will implement our algorithm, and we will learn how we can apply this on a Django project. So basically we will before this we can learn something on this. So suppose we take a random string, hello world, python, programming, Python programming. I hope this is fine. Okay, so we would create a data structure dictionary which would store the frequency, okay, frequency of characters. I hope this is fine. So what we can do for ch and s, I hope this is fine. If ch and d, if the character is already in dictionary, then I would do d of ch is equal to d of ch plus 1. So I would increase the frequency, increase frequency, okay, else d of ch is equal to 1. Okay, initialize for first occurrence. Okay, we have done this before. Okay, so this was pretty easy. So let me do one thing. Let me create a function, define print data d. So here I will be key, is key, and d of I is value. Okay, and I would do for I in d print I comma d of I, and here's the end. Okay, so this is a separate function, and let me here print d. I hope this is fine. Okay, here you can see I made a mistake. Let me do print data here. So I had made a function for this purpose only. Yes, here you can see I have different characters. So I have different characters. Okay, h has a frequency 2, e 1, but this data seems to be very unsorted data. So we will sort the data. Okay, so how do we do that? So we will carry on this. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me remove this. I have created variable a. Okay, so a sort by key in ascending order. Okay, so a is equal to sorted d dot items key is equal to lambda. We have to make a comparator function, lambda x and x of 0. So here I mean to say that I would sort by key. Okay, and I have to typecast this as dictionary. Okay, sorry for this. I have to typecast this back to dictionary and do print data a. I hope this should work. So yeah, now here you can see that I had sort. This is for a what we call empty space. Okay, so this is in ascending order by keys. Please check, this is by keys. A is a key, D is a key, E is a key, G is a key, H is a key, I is equal to key, L is equal to key, M, N, O, P, Q, R, and W, Y. All here are keys. It is sorted by keys. Okay, I hope this is fine. Okay, let me do another thing. Let me do sort by key in descending. Okay, so this is going to be very much same. I would comment this out. So what I can do, I can copy this and do this as B and print data B. So any change I have to make here, yes, this is a reverse is equal to true. I hope this is fine. Okay, reverse is equal to true. Now here you can see it has sorted by keys in reverse order by key. Y is a key, W is equal to key, T is equal to R, P, O, N, M, L. All are here keys, but has been sorted in reverse order. Okay. Now we'll do the same. What we can do now? Sort by value. Okay. So we would do the same. Okay, sorry for this. I would do this as C, here as C, and here 2 by values. What we can do, I'll remove this. So here 1 means x of 1 means I'll sort by values here. Okay, So let me do run this. Okay, I'll comment this out also. So here you can see that now I have sorted by values 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 3 3 4. This is by values. Okay, this is by values in ascending order. Now the very much same thing in descending order. This was in ascending. Okay, and this is now D. I would copy this, and in the very much same thing reverse is equal to true, and I'll do print data D. Now here you can see that yes, sorted by values in reverse order. So this is the what same thing we are going to implement on Django service, Django server. Okay, so what we can do, we'll move to our page. Okay, this is the result table, and what we can do, href. Okay, class is equal to button primary, any button you can choose, sort data. Okay, we are going to sort data. Okay, so sort data. Okay, okay, let me say descending, sort data in descending order. Okay, now we'll define a URL, path sort data. I'll implement a function views dot sort data, and name is equal to sort data. Okay, so I hope this is fine. And I'll have to define a URL here, percent URL sort data. I hope this is fine, and then again a percent URL and I close the bracket. Okay, so I hope this is fine, and let me check it on my server. But this won't work right now. At least this is throwing an error. Def sort data request is a parameter, and return pass. Okay, let me check it. Till now, is it working or not? Okay, so I hope this should work now. Okay, return. Okay, okay, I made a mistake, sorry. This should be pass. Okay, so now what I can do, okay, I'll move to the link local host colon 8000. Okay, and now to the voting app / voting app. Okay, so here you can see sort data in descending order. I hope this is fine. So what you can do, so we are going to implement this very much same logic. Okay, to the rendering part, this should be same, I guess. Okay, this should be same, so I would copy the code. Okay, I hope this is fine, and global count is equal to global count. I hope this is fine now. Okay, but we need to implement the so access the global count, since don't confuse yourself. I'm defining keyword global, so this is a keyword global count. So I'm accessing a variable that is global. Okay, so global count. So what I will do, global count is equal to dictionary, then again sorted. Okay, global count dot items. Okay, and then we are going to sort by value. Key is equal to lambda x of 1, then reverse is equal to true. I hope this is fine. Okay, we will test now. We will test this application. This is Python. I'll submit here. So Python has one mode, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11, 12. Okay, here you can see the Python has 11 modes. Let me do C. Okay, Okay, till now what we have not clicked on this button. Okay, C is 3 4 5 6. Okay, some Java. Let me submit here. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, Java has 10 words, so we might soon JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript has 9 words. Okay, now I'll click sort data in descending orders. Okay, now you can see the magic. The data has been sorted by in descending order 12 10 9 7. Okay, so because we were able to implement the logic on the server side and get it rendered on the front end part, so data uh, has been sorted by values. Okay, so so you can try out more in such a way. Okay, we can do anything. Suppose I'll do Java here. Okay, okay, Java has 11 words. Okay, let me introduce a new language, SQL. Okay, SQL has 1 word. Now SQL has 4 4 5 6 12. Okay, 15 17. Now SQL has more words than Python, so I'll do sort data in descending order. Again, you can see the SQL is now on top since it has 17 words. So you can implement your logics on your server side and get it them on front end. So that's a good part of the application. So in the next tutorial, what we are going to do, you can try out any of the applications. So let me do another check. Python here has 13, so 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. So Python has 23 words, so I'll do sort data in descending order again. So Python is back on top. So I'll catch up in the next tutorial. We start on database connectivity, how we can connect our application to the database. We'll start a new application and implement how the basic database logics we can build. So thank you guys, thank you so much. I'll catch up in the next lecture. Thank you guys.